Alright, welcome back to Game 2 between W5PM Playmakers and SKT, which is Sask.
Okay.
I brought
What
up
do you
the
think was the
website
problem
this
with game
time.
one?
Rumble did not pan out for them. They need a tank.
Oh. What did you ban this time around? What kid was banned last time? Vayne, Jax, and...
That's a good question.
Oh god, we should have been paying attention.
Oh, we're so bad at this! I have no idea. Either way, it looks like the same bans are coming out.
There's the Ren ban. That's different.
That is different. And I think the Renekton should be banned.
Yeah.
R8 Dominate's play on Renekton was fantastic.
Yeah. He definitely did a great job of shutting down the Rumble. Maybe they can actually run the Rumble again now that Ren's down. Maybe they just, it was...
It'll be a little less problematic, but they might end up running a Shyvana into it for a similar... Oh, the Nocturne ban, too. So they are targeting the early game troublemakers.
Yeah.
From Wood 5.
I feel like it's a good strategy, because...
It is, because they looked like they wanted to play a late game team composition.
Yeah.
So getting rid of those early game champions that they played last time might help them get there.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you think is going to get first pick here?
I'm going to go with the Trundle.
Yo, we called it!
Wow, I am the best at this.
Oh my god, just too good at this calling thing. I'm surprised. I wonder why they're going to the Trundle pick. Like, I don't really... I'm trying to think what kind of team comps you would center around a Trundle off the top of my head. He is like a really versatile pick, though, so...
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the champion. I think he works well in a lot of matchups, and I know that you are against me. When I wanted to pick it when we
I think
played
he's a deep pick. Okay, I don't think he's bad. You guys make it... Okay, you all made it seem like I thought Trundle was like a garbage champion. He's really good. I just wouldn't pick him like all the time.
He used to literally be a garbage champion.
Yeah.
But now he's ice.
No, he's really good, yeah. Oh, speaking of like, you're like shutting down the early game, Shaco's really good early game.
Yeah, looks like they have enough picks that those bans aren't going to phase them too much. Although we haven't seen him play the Shaco.
Yeah. Shaco? Shaco.
I say Shaco because because his name has a C in it, and in Diablo 2 there was a helmet called the Shaco with a K in it. So it's just how I differentiate the two in my mind.
I think this game I'm going to say Bice Tone, just so we don't get into a fight.
That's probably a good idea. Yeah, I pulled up the team pages this time, so I don't have to call them Blue Side and Purple Side.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm getting.
You know their names hover above them, like when you play the game.
Yeah, but not their team name.
Okay. Oh, the Mummy Lock-in and Fizz.
Ooh, Mummy Fizz. I like both those champions.
I'm surprised they actually decided to go for an early Fizz here. Maybe it's just because he's really confident in his play, and he was like, maybe the Cinder didn't work that well. Just because it's like blind, right? They haven't showed the mid laner yet.
His play was quite nice.
Yeah, he definitely played the Cinder really well.
So it looked like he can get himself to late game, or at least mid game. And so maybe Fizz is one of his champions.
Yeah. Or maybe they just didn't want to show bottom lane because they have a lot of confidence in their bottom lane to do well.
That's true.
You know, I'm just surprised they picked the Fizz that early.
See, I personally really want that Mordekaiser to go through. Oh,
yeah! Chibi.
That's what
okay, so Mord... Okay.
Personal
Mord
favorite
Fizz?
champion right there.
Yeah, I was going to say Mord Fizz. These are two champions I don't play, so I don't know how that matchup goes.
Mordekaiser wins all matchups.
Okay.
Actually,
no bias.
It's not as...
Okay, I agree. Mord wins everything 1v1. That's fair, okay? But you have to understand there's junglers in this game.
Yeah, no, he actually wins everything 1v2.
Okay.
So when a jungler ganks and you're on Mord, what you do is you kill them both.
This
and
is
that's
very...
just kind of how it goes.
Okay. There's like so many cool things going on in this game. Soraka, Ezreal, bottom lane.
Yeah. I'm a particular fan of that. I like playing Soraka. Ezreal I feel benefits the most from Soraka because he can spam his Q as much as possible. Furthermore, he has no restrictions on his W, because usually I don't use that at all because of the mana cost.
Here's the problem though. Caitlyn does really good in Ezreal.
That is true.
So it's gonna be it just puts a lot of pressure on Ez to do well. Okay, so I'm gonna say in case
Morgana can stop the fish and the Moo ult, which are quite nice.
Yeah.
But nothing really in the bottom lane.
Yeah, 2v2. I feel like Ruku and Setherin have the advantage.
I think they do as well. Caitlyn beats Ezreal. Morgana is really strong, especially with Caitlyn, even though her Black Shield isn't particularly effective in this matchup.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens, though. We're going to jump into the game shortly.
Yep, and we'll cut and see you in the game.
Mordecai beats everything 1v2. He's a god. No bias, Cassian, right here. Come here just for... Okay.
By the way, that is no bias, because every time I play Mordekaiser and somebody ganks me, I kill everybody.
Okay. Who's the jungler, Mummy?
Yep.
That's actually pretty tough.
I like Mummy.
Yeah, no, he's good. I'm trying to think, like, in terms of 2v2, like, Shaco Mord versus Fizz Mummy, who wins? Like, level 3, let's say. I don't play Mord, I don't know how this works.
Mord is hard to kill.
Yeah.
And Fizz doesn't have a lot of early game damage.
What are you talking about? His level 3 all-in is so good.
It's not enough to get through Mord's shield. The problem is that Mordekaiser has more effective health than any other champion in mid lane. Given that his shield is currently running.
I actually feel like it's a really good matchup for Mord, though. I mean, granted, they are both melee. Like, if you E...
Well, no, that's why
Fizz literally has to stand on the mid-wing wave to, like, CS, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's no way for him to CS around the mid-wing wave.
There's nothing for Fizz to vault away from. No skill shots.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's actually pretty good.
Casts, and so it is actually a really good matchup for Mordekaiser. I say really good, kind of with quotations, just because Fizz turns into an absolute monster.
Yeah, I feel like it's
really mid-game
matchup.
It really is. Mordekaiser snowballs well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They kind of mitigated a potential disaster by picking Ezreal. Yeah. Because Ezreal is not exactly the strongest AD carry to have a ghost of.
Yeah, exactly. I have a couple of problems with Ezreal this patch. I mean, not this patch, just like... Oh, I guess this patch, just the way the game stands right now with ADs. I'm going to talk about that, I think.
Okay.
I mean, like...
Are you going to remember it at 45 minutes into the game?
You better believe I am. Okay.
Nice.
Trundle Rise?
Oh, Rise will destroy.
So, this is what's really curious.
If he's at least a little bit better, and we saw that he is.
Yeah, I guess it's hard to base off one game, though.
That is true, and it was Renekton into Rumble.
So this is what I find really curious, though, is the fact that, like, if they wanted to pick the Rise, I would let the Ren through. Because Rise does really, really good into Ren.
Yeah, he does. Like, outrageously good.
Yeah.
Because Renekton has to get to you, and you could stop him.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can actually, like, you can just break his E off, and then you can just, like, harass him, and then you just auto him down. It's really, really good matchup for Rise.
Yeah, and the problem with Trundle is that Trundle doesn't move himself for the fact that he can pillar you. And I actually don't know how to speed himself up. Like, he doesn't have to dash.
Yeah.
So Trundle is better into Rise than Renekton is. But what's his name is Trundle is still not great into Rise.
Yeah. Actually, like, I'm not familiar with the Rise Trundle match.
Rise is great against Renekton and Shyvana. He's decent against Trundle. He's decent against Mundo.
Yeah, okay.
That's probably why after his buffs he became so prominent. He beats all of the champions who were so picked up top.
Yeah.
But then that brought him the champions that dumpster Rise.
Yeah. I feel like if Shaco's going to gank somewhere, it has to be bot or top lane. I feel like it's going to be hard to gank mid. Fizz? How do you gank Fizz with Mord?
With tons of damage.
Perfect. So much damage.
Like, if you gank the Fizz, he's already at 1 health. So the Mordekaiser is allowing you to have the kill.
If you gank Fizz, he's already at 1 health?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a little optimistic.
Not for Mordekaiser. Although
you are so biased. I wish they didn't pick Mord now. You're just going to be all over this Mord.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. I know. You look at you already. Oh, yeah, because you know the Fizz, he'll be like 1 health all the way. So all Shaco has to do is like Q in and EO.
Dude, we're talking between the games. I swear I'm not going to put any of this in the final cut. I'm going to put some of this in the final cut.
What
the? Oh, it's going to be a great video. At least the intro.
Yeah. I really think it's I don't know. I really wish people didn't just default Morg right now. You know, like back in the day when people like default Thresh Annie. Who was the other one?
Leona.
Thresh Annie Leona, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like at least Leona had like an interesting gameplay mechanic. Morg is just I find boring.
Dude, I never auto lock Morg. I pick Morg when it's proper.
Yeah, but I mean, like right now,
I pick Karma otherwise.
I'm really surprised we haven't seen like Morg Twitch. I feel like everyone just runs Morg Twitch all the time now. It's actually pretty good. I feel like if you're gonna pick Morg with someone, Twitch is actually really good.
Yeah.
Because like the bind is 3 seconds, you can literally just sit there and auto someone and be like, "Hey, I have 6 E-stacks on you."
Yeah, and then they explode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit, I have 2.
But I mean, I understand. Like, did they pick Ezreal after Caitlyn? I think
Trundle was first pick.
Yeah. And then it was 2, 5. Yeah, no. So they did pick Ezreal afterwards. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Who was their last pick? Rise.
Yeah, the last pick was Rise. Rate dominate.
Oh, right. Okay. So now I guess what I should say is that we're back.
Yes.
Okay, so we're here. We're casting live from my apartment.
Oh yeah, right. Your apartment.
Oh yeah. Everybody's getting set up. Ready to play.
Oh, that was bad.
It's good. It's some interesting insight from my co-caster, Dr. McFly.
Oh my god. And look at the Morg confidence coming in here. How do I Morg?
Chest out and mace up.
Yeah, that's pretty good. What's the dragon Morg skin called?
Dragon Knight?
Right. That's the one.
That is
Okay.
the one.
I'm assuming like right now people don't want to do such like really crazy things because they're just trying to get a feel for teams. But I really hope coming into like the later stages of this tournament we see a lot of cool level 1s, especially with the 30-second trinkets.
This season, every team plays every other team one time, I believe.
Okay, did you see this Morg award here?
I do.
Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about this word right now.
It's all you?
Okay, so I have a problem with this word. Okay, so you see how she walked up into that brush? Okay, so if you drop that ward just like right on the river line, because like literally there could be 5 people sitting in that brush. You have no idea, right? You're just assuming there aren't, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like putting that ward in that brush is no different than just throwing it on the river line. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly, because you get the same knowledge as like throwing it in that brush. Like you just like the whole point is to see whether they're gonna come into your side of the jungle or not, right?
Yeah.
So I just feel like it's a really risky ward. And
yeah, with no return.
Yeah, or like I guess like they saw the mummy sitting there, so they're like, "Oh man, he might start red." But really, like mummy could walk over to his blue right now, and they would never know they'd never be the wiser.
That is very true.
So I don't know. It's just like that's a good ward, that rise ward.
Yeah, like he doesn't put himself in any danger.
Yeah,
and it gives him the information that they want. It's this weird instinct to put wards in brushes.
Mm-hmm. But like realistically, yeah, it doesn't do that much.
But yeah, like you don't always want to do it.
Yeah. Sorry, that's just like I personally think I could be wrong.
That's why I dropped 3 wards in the middle of my lane.
Perfect.
Because it gives me all the information I want.
Oh.
Lets me know that my wards are gone.
Okay, you play Morg, right?
Yes. Morg? Ana?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about this bot lane really quick. Okay. I just wanted to point out that I feel like it's going to be quite tough. Though I feel like the lane favors what's called Riku and Setharin here, just because Caitlyn, it's really hard for Ezreal to do anything against Caitlyn, just because Caitlyn can literally just like stand on the range creeps and auto the Ezreal. Ezreal can't like Q through the wave, right? So like she's safe to auto like to get free autos off on Ezreal, and Ezreal can't Q back. Yeah. And then, oh my god, the jungle base gonna get flashed.
Oh,
I'm gonna get this play.
You know what? I'm gonna say yes. Amumu got his blue. He had double buffs.
Yeah, he does. Okay, good job. So that's pretty good. I mean, they got the flash, but it's fine. Mummies should be safe.
Yeah, bottom lane. Caitlyn beats Ezreal just kind of by nature.
And just so hard. And it's hard to Q.
And Soraka mitigates that, but doesn't offer any offensive support. I mean, she does a bit. She can silence and throw out her Q. But Morgana's offensive support can root and give the Caitlyn free damage, and it's completely safe.
And this is one of the most important things that Caitlyn can do against Ezreal, is he can push her into the tower, and it just allows him to get so much free tower damage.
Ezreal is a champion that works better if you can push into their tower because of your teleport escape.
Yeah. And
oh, the Mordekaiser Fizz matchup is heating up. He's level 4. He's got the shield up. He's out of spells, of course.
So
it
both
looks like the Fizz is trading quite efficiently because he's getting the Mordekaiser while his shield is weak.
Yeah, definitely great play by Kraken here. He's been doing he did really solid game 1 too. So.
Yeah, definitely. As expected, the Rise is out of mana, but he is controlling the lane up top. This is Trundle's chance. Even though he seems to be very low health, the Rise has teleport, so he has no ignite. The Trundle has all of his mana. So what he should do now is dive headfirst into the Rise.
Yeah.
Because all he can do is walk away.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. The matchup goes really good for Rise, assuming you can, I guess, manage your mana,
yes,
right?
assuming you have mana.
Yeah.
Oh, the advantage lands.
Beautiful bandit.
Gets the flash. Oh, get the kill.
Oh, the banana!
The banana!
Oh my god, it was good.
I was really worried because they burned double flash for that. I kind of wanted to see them get the kill so it wasn't wasted flashes. And the banana was worth it.
So Shaco coming in. Oh!
Oh, gets feared.
That was good. So anyways, yeah, really great job by Blue Side. Okay, I just want to, by Kaiku, Gankenstein, and Steppy, to pick up that kill on the Caitlyn, and getting both their summoners at that as well. Okay, so I just want to mention one thing that Kaiku is doing very, very good with Ezreal right now, or like that he's doing with Ezreal. That's like really good, and I think a lot of Ezreal players out there should pay attention to. So if you look at what he does, and like it's really tempting to last hit with your Q, right? Because you're like, oh, it's an auto reset. I can and it does more damage, so it's like guaranteed last hits, right?
Yeah.
And it's like really tempting to do that, and it's like the same thing with Rise. Like you just, if you want to queue with Rise for a last hit, it's really tempting. But the best or the most efficient way to do to like play out these lanes is to CS with your autos, right? I mean, like at first it'll take practice because you'll lose a lot of the lose a lot of the CS just getting used to like not finishing them off with your Q.
Yeah.
What he's been doing is he uses his auto to CS and he uses his Q to poke, right? So it essentially allows you to do both things. So he can get the poke down and he can get the CS, right? It's just a really good thing to do on Ezreal players, and I think we should definitely commend Kaiku for doing it really well.
And that gank allowed him some breathing room, but he started tier. So he's going for that delayed power spike Ezreal build.
Blue build Ezreal.
It's fallen a bit out of favor. It still has a great power spike in the late game.
I actually think Blue Ezreal this game is really good because if you look at W5 Playmakers team, like they have like what Mord, Rise, Shaco, right? I guess Shaco has a bit of a gap closer, but like you can literally just kite the Mord and Rise all day with 6-item blue build, right?
Yeah, for sure. I'm surprised that Void Fish didn't land.
Yeah, that looked like
it looked
good.
like it landed.
Yeah.
I'm betting Kraken is a little upset right now. Oh, the shot goes out of mana too, though.
It's a nice try there by Schmid to try and turn around that play there, but the Mummy just came out at the right time and didn't allow him to do that.
It just occurred to me that the mid lane is Schmidter versus Stuppy.
Schmid versus Stupp.
Yep, they got a lot of shiz going on.
Yeah.
And I think if the fish had landed, I'm not certain he would have gotten the kill. Also in all chat, he cannot believe he missed.
Yeah, I know exactly. I was surprised too. Like, I mean, we were both like, "What?"
Yeah. I'm not certain he would have got the kill, but it would have been really close. But the Mord overstayed his welcome.
Yeah, really good. Heads
With
up.
no escapes at that low health into a Fizz, that's suicide.
Yeah, and that was just like really good play by Fizz there to punish him for his mistake.
Yeah, very much.
Yep, good job.
The Mord has decided to go for Haunting Guys first, given that he has been forced back to the base.
Really good job bot lane here, by the way. They're really taking advantage of that like early gank by Mummy. Like they're really pushing their advantage. I mean, the CS is pretty even, and considering I feel Ezreal should be a little more behind than this, so they're just doing really good.
Yeah, they're doing a great job.
Great job by this.
And that Soraka actually allows him to Q farm if he wants to. Because he doesn't need any mana management.
Yeah, exactly. So you can just get that tier stacking really fast.
Yeah, so he can just fire those out at anything, whether it's a champion or a minion that needs to be last hit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be really important for him to get that Mana Moon finished quite quickly.
Yeah, he's going to have to pretty much rush that. See, like, okay, so when I play Blue Ezreal, should we talk about item builds for a second?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, just before we go into Blue Eyes real quick, I just want to mention something that Soraka did because it's really smart. So you see, like when Soraka went back and bought the Sightstone, she swapped out her warding trinket for the sweeper trinket, right? Because you already get the wards you need from the Sightstone. So it's just something like I feel like a lot of support players should pay attention because it's really good.
You end up with a bum ward. You have this ward that you can't do anything with because you can't place more than 3, and your Sightstone already gives you 4 free wards.
And it's like a lesser ward than a Sightstone as is.
Exactly. I feel like an idiot whenever I forget to sell back my yellow trinket for a red trinket, and Mord has been ganked by a Mumu.
Yeah, and see, this is what
great punishment to the Mordekaiser.
Yeah, see, more than no flash, no escapes. It's hard.
Yeah, against a Fizz, and if that Amumu catches him, there's nothing he can do.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the raw power right now because he was forced to get that Haunting Guise, which is a good item early. For him, having been killed, especially...
Oh! The snipe was good.
The snipe, it's through the uprights. Oh, Amumu, and the nice pillar there.
Man, Woodfire Playmaker is just making moves on all sides of the map.
Yeah, this is very nice.
Oh, and Shaco's coming in for the gank bottom. I think he's going to get this.
Oh, they couldn't quite get the rise. New flash animation is quite nice. Shaco takes down the Soraka. He's going to keep chasing for the Ezreal, but there's no way. There's no way he gets him.
But really good turnaround there by Shaco. I mean, like he just put a kill up, the first kill up on the map, and I mean, like it looked really bad there for a second, right? Like Mummy was putting so much pressure top lane, and they were getting killed. They were diving bottom lane for free, so it's good heads up play by Shaco to kind of turn the game around a little bit.
Yeah.
First step needs to take.
That is.
It's still pretty even right now. I mean, it looks bad, like 4-1, but they're only up about what?
Oh,
500 gold.
I moved my screen. Yeah, SKT is doing a great job in this game. They've got their late game composition getting ahead.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic. All they can do is, well, I mean, saying that, Wood 5 has a pretty strong late game too, barring that Shaco who falls off and kind of loses his function in the late game. The rest of them scale super well.
Yeah, like Mord is just absolutely disgusting late game. But it's gonna be hard if this Blue Eyes gets going.
Yeah, and if this Fizz keeps him down.
Yeah.
That Mordekaiser needs more sustain than the Haunted Guise is giving him.
Yeah,
Having been killed, he had the money for the Hextech Revolver. And I think that's what he should have got.
Early pen, yeah, like I said, Hextech's always a good option. Early pen is fine too, because his base damage is pretty good.
Well, that's the thing. Early pen is great if you're in a position where you're not being killed.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
When you're on an even playing ground or ahead, Magic Pen is fine. And great when you're ahead. But when you're being killed, you want to be able to not be killed.
Yeah, that's true. Just kind of like stay in the lane a little longer and safer.
Yeah.
But, okay, so this is the good thing about Mord, though, is that he can just, like, look at his CS right now, 73, right? Like,
yeah, either
it's
way,
so hard to keep a Mord down, because, like, how hard... Like, he can literally just shove the wave, go do Wraiths, go do Wolves, and, like, Shaco can just gank in the meantime, and meanwhile this Mord will just ramp up, right?
Yeah,
like, all
his
Shaco has to do
is
is just keep the game going.
Ezreal flashes out, but the Soraka does not have the same luxury. Shaco comes in for the free assist. Oh, Morgana took the kill, though.
It's honestly fine, as long as they can just kind of, like, keep the game
that vantage was quite close, too.
Yeah, this is... Right, please.
Right, please!
But yeah, it's fine. Even, like, the support gets killed, it's fine. You can't really pick and choose when you're, like, a little behind, so... I mean, a kill's a kill, they get the assist, it's fine.
Yeah, that is true.
Really worth,
it would be nice to have it on the carries.
Yes, but...
especially Caitlyn.
Yeah, but it's fine.
Right,
okay, so let's talk about Blue Eyes.
I was gonna say, I just saw that Bilgewater.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so that's fine. Okay, I understand what he's doing here. He's just gonna go into the Bork, which I see like a lot of do, but usually do a little later. Personally, when I build Blue Eyes, I actually like going BT into Manamune, which gives you ramp up time to be a little later. Oh my god.
Yeah, I do that as well. I feel like the starting of the Bloodthirster evens out the fact that you're going to have such a late power spike, at least by a little bit. Oh, great gank by Amumu. He catches both with his ultimate, gets the double on Ezreal. Very nice play.
All very healthy, so they might turn this into a dragon. Also, the fact that Mord randomly was just like, hey, you know what? I realize I'm really strong. I'm going to put a lot of pressure on this Fizz. So, like, mid's getting pushed in, and there's a lot of pressure. Fizz has no ulti or flash or ignite. I feel like they can do dragon here.
Yeah, I just realized that Wood 5 is keeping this gold very close, despite the fact that they're 4 kills down.
Yeah.
because their CS is monstrous in the top lane, and then quite good in the mid lane.
Yep.
And that's really good CSing by them.
Yeah, we didn't even mention how good Dominate is doing top lane. Oh my god. He's a CS on Ryze. That's so crazy. Because, like, Ryze is supposed to be, like, this great hyperscaling late game champion.
I was telling you, he's really good against Trundle.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't really familiar with the matchup, so.
It's these melee brawling tanks that Ryze is good against because they can't get to him. As soon as they use one of their gap closers or speed up moves, he can root them and walk backwards after throwing a Q out.
So that dragon will help blue team. Sorry.
Oh, now you're me?
Oh my god, will help.
SKT.
SKT. Thank you. My god. Extend their gold lead a little bit here, but grid response top lane, grabbing that tower, and up almost 50 CS. 50 CS, yeah.
Yeah, almost. Yeah. Almost exactly.
Man, I really didn't know. I can't believe we haven't been talking about this Ryze all. Just fantastic play coming out of them.
Well, they're on the island.
Yeah, that's true.
And neither one has been voted off yet in the vein of being killed.
Oh, that bind was good.
That was an excellent bind. She just...
Yeah. And it allows them to get really good poke down. So that means that Soraka's going to have to blow a couple heals, which is a lot of mana. So.
Yeah, those heals cost, if she's been leveling it, by level 9 it's like 120 mana. Those binds are just heat-seeking.
Yeah. Oh, mid-tower falls?
Mid-tower, that evens out the gold. Mordekaiser's dropped his ult, but Fizz is nowhere in the fight. So he's kept the Fizz out. Amumu drops the ult to try to... Oh, wow! Fizz's AoE damage is just too monstrous. Trundle picks up the Ryze, and that means Mordekaiser's on all his lonesome for the Amumu to make the great escape. The pillar misses a bit.
So, all in all there, was it 1 for 2?
1 for...
I actually thought that was really good. Okay, first of all, I felt like W5 Playmakers was baiting that in, right? Because it looked really bad for them for a second, but then the Ryze TB came in. It just looked like a really good Fizz... Fizzy is what turned that around. He got his E on all 3, which I believe he is maxing, and it's just crazy AoE damage.
A ton of damage. Another binding. He is just incredible with these.
Yeah, I don't know if he's been missing any, but everything we've seen is good.
It's good.
And it's good. Yeah, and I think that's what's really going to start turning the game around. Just little things like that. I mean, it's forcing them back.
Oh, the Mordekaiser should not have stayed. Oh, Trundle gets a free assist with the Ice Pillar too.
Yeah.
That's a shame. The Mordekaiser, or I should say Schmitter, he needs to watch his positioning on a champion with no escapes, especially when his flash is down. He was so far up there against a Fizz who can dash towards him. That's 3 turrets. Wood 5 is down 7 kills, but the gold is completely even.
Yep, and that's just what an objective will do for you. Just 3 towers to none is what'll...
Yeah, they are playing their deficit really well.
Yep.
Well, as far
as not even a deficit. Yeah, it's just they're playing the game really well. Like they're playing the objective game really, really well here, and this is why objectives are more important than kills. Just because, like, look, 7 kills amounts to what, 100 gold. Whereas objectives, like, yeah, if they had gotten objectives, it would have been so much. Like if they were up 3 towers down and where the kills were even,
they've been getting these kills and not turning on any objectives. And the Fizz, on the other hand, is getting some use out of these kills, though.
But I feel like
the Fizz is getting accelerated really hard.
Okay, so that's good there. Like they killed the Kaelin, turned into a tower, and now you can see there's the 1200 gold lead. So
let's see how the gold is doing for these guys.
Man, Ez is really starting to get items fast. Like he has a Bork and a Manamine already. Like
yeah, he's 5-0. So whereas Wood 5 has their money spread out more, SKT has a Fizz with a 700 gold boost and an Ezreal with all the rest of the money, which is good places to have it. I think they've committed too much to this chase. They really got bloodthirsty for the Soraka and the Ezreal, but the Amumu came flying in with his ult. And he should be able to, if he lands another Q... Oh no, he pulls off of the Mordekaiser. Shot goes in the wings, so it was a good thing he did.
I think they're trying to bait this fight in. Yep, and that was a really good job by the Mord baiting it in.
The other team overextended in return.
So that's really good though, because Mord picked up a kill, which is like very, very vital. Because I mean, he's going to be one of the crazy late game hyper carries, so it's really important to get that going.
And along with his CS, he's pretty close to the amount of money that Fizz has. So he's doing a great job. And the Rise of CS, yeah, they're across the board. They're doing a great job CSing.
We didn't actually talk about it, but that was a really good job by Mord to catch Fizz on the way up through River. He just like went down, and that's what allowed him to get that kill, like straight 1v1 kill. So it's good,
for sure.
good map awareness. Honestly though, like
a bit of a whiffed fish.
yeah,
but it looks like nothing's going to come of it because both teams have reinforcements on the way. Shaco is coming in, but that's with both teams having reinforcements.
Oh wow, that was really good team coordination to pick the kill up on Morgana.
That really was. I'm hoping like that they'll turn this into an objective. It was only the support, but the Shaco and Caitlyn are very low.
Yeah, I think they can look to push mid here. And if not, they could definitely go Dragon, which is up in 20 seconds, and Mummy Ult will be up by then as well, so they should be able to force fight, no problem.
Mordekaiser's wave clear seems to be too much. Mordekaiser and Caitlyn together seems to be too much wave clear for them to overcome, though. So they'll probably look to go to Dragon, which is right now. They're picking
and I think
red.
Shaco's kind of. I don't know if SKT has the time. Or sorry, W5 Playmakers has the timer on Dragon because you can see the Shaco right on top here.
I'm kind of worried that SKT doesn't have it either.
I think they just
live,
want to
nobody's
the buff for Fizz, which is fine. I mean, it's really important to get CDR and Fizz. It just makes them that much more slippery and allows them to move around the map and make more plays. So I think it's fine.
Yeah, for sure, but they're not making any motions towards warding Dragon.
So you can see the Soraka making her way down here, so it's a good step. And I don't think W5 Playmakers in a position right now. I mean, Shaco's just finishing up its red here, so I think we'll see a little. We'll have a little.
True. We're getting pings out, but they're already there. Another good bind by Setherin, but there's nobody to follow it up. Oh, he misses the bush with the ward, so the Caitlyn couldn't follow up.
Yeah. I wonder if they're going to try and make a play for Drag here, because yeah, they saw Mumu was low, and that's going to force the town. I think we're focusing too much on Drag right now.
I think we are. I think for us it's a high priority, but for teams it might be more of a priority to get some people off of the map so they can take some towers.
Yeah. And, oh, I just realized Shaco picked up a Tiamat. So he's making his way towards that Hydra.
He seems to enjoy picking up Tiamat on his junglers. Because he played Nocturne last game and picked up the Tiamat as well.
So there's the Azalt to Scout Dragon, which means...
Oh, nice. Oh, they have it warded, so the Morgana was not safe.
You know what I hate most about Rise? Sorry, this is going to be a little rant.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay, so I see, like, sometimes the worst thing about Rise is, like, I'll see Rise, right? And I'm like, okay, that's fine. He's chilling in his tower. And then all of a sudden he just, like, hits his ulti, and I'm like, wow, that's a fast Rise. Right in front of my face now. And it's like, what am I supposed to do? Like, literally all he does is just pops ulti and runs at you, and it's so annoying.
Yeah, like, it's a surprising amount of move speed because it's flat.
Yeah.
Instead of, like, Ghost giving you 18%, it gives you, like, 40 or something. Fizz manages to take down the Mordekaiser. Ignite and Mordalt aren't enough to take him out with Soraka backing him up, but Wood5 manages to pick up the Dragon while that's going on. So it's a 1-for-1. Dragon goes for Wood5, and they're looking to disengage, but they've been split up. Nice Frost Queen's claim, but it ends up with Kraken getting the kill onto Setherin.
So Dragon for 2. Or sorry,
but they also lost 1, so it's a Dragon for a +1.
Yeah, so
Dragon is worth.
Yeah, I'd say.
But it's almost to the realm of negligible difference. The gold is incredibly close.
Yeah, it is really
like this
close,
entire match.
Yeah, I think this. They'll definitely pick up this tower here, though.
It feels like an objective-focused team versus a kills-focused team.
Yeah, but I mean, look at them. Like, it's starting to get out of control now.
Yeah.
Like, look at these items. I mean, he already has his mana Mute complete, so that's a huge power spike. So he has Blade Mana Mute.
Yeah,
every Q is going to be hitting for disgusting amounts of damage.
Yeah, I hadn't realized the Murmana was completed so fast. It's a 23-minute, 23.5-minute Murmana.
Yeah, which is really impressive.
That is
I'm
very
so bad at stacking mirror mana.
I used to be really good at it. Then I
Yeah, I
forgot.
remember back in your Jace days, we used to get like 16-minute mirror
I
mana.
remember the Jace days.
Yeah, no, but that's really good. Like, he has his mirror mana. So, like, look at this mid game. Like, this mid game is so. I don't know. Is it like the mid game team fight?
Rod,
Yeah.
Muramana, Blade of the Ruined King, Sheen, Ezreal.
And Money
Their
has level
carries.
2 ulti, so.
Their carries are absurdly powerful. Although
Yeah.
the entire team of Wood 5 is equally strong across their ranks. But they are waiting on the Rise to get late game. In fact, I didn't even realize the Rise went Iceborne Gauntlet.
Yeah, I just noticed that as well.
That's an interesting pickup. I haven't seen that before.
Yeah.
It means he's not getting... Well, at least he's getting a very late Rod of the Ages.
Yes.
Because he's got the Health Crystal and the Mana Crystal. Or the Ruby Crystal and the Sapphire Crystal.
I feel like it's gonna be. I feel like the reason he might be going Iceborne is because they want to just get people together, and like the slow will help clump people together, so that way Mord can get off all his AoE damage.
And when you're slightly behind, without a dedicated tank, it's nice to have somebody pick up some tank stats. Because Rise will.
Yeah, I guess.
Their,
Yeah, Shaco's not gonna tank anything.
Yeah,
so.
their late game tank will end up being a bit of Rise. Nice.
Oh, that was
vault.
nice. Yeah, the troll pull.
Troll bull.
The troll pull.
Oh, that was well played. It was style points only. I mean, nothing came of it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But
looks like Mummy's looking to flank here, so I think they'll be looking to fight.
the Rise is going to have very little power in this fight.
Yeah. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh,
and
really
the
good
Mummy
kill.
got a flank and just takes out 3. The Shaco is managing to get behind, and they didn't pick him off fast enough that he got the Fizz and almost got the Ezreal, but that was a very nice team fight for SKT.
Yep, definitely.
The Fizz is just doing work. Yeah, the Fizz Ezreal just do so much damage. 7-3 and 7-0. And they're turning it into an objective, which I like to see. That's yeah. Now that it's 4-3 turrets and 18-7 kills, the advantage has clearly gone over to SKT.
Yeah, definitely.
Everybody's up, so they don't have time to take this inhibitor. There's, yeah, that'd be a suicide mission.
Still, though, I mean, they got the kills. They're looking to take control of this game.
Yeah, I've noticed both the Rise and the Mordekaiser have very low damage builds as far as the mid game is concerned. They're picking up a lot of the damage with Shaco, because like we saw him. Oh, Israel teleported through Baron Pit, but aggro Baron took half his health and damage.
He got out safe though. So.
It looks like they're counting on Shaco to deal a ton of damage with the Feral Flare and the Ravenous Hydra. And it looks like with that Avarice Blade, he's... I mean, it's either Yomu's Ghost Blade or Static Shiv, but it's probably a Static Shiv, so he can position. So that's interesting that the mid laner and the top laner forewent power for tank stats so that the Shaco could jump around.
I feel like it's really good assassination type build coming up from Shaco, like the Avarice and like Yomu's plus Hydra. He should be able to.
I think it might be a Static Shiv.
You think so?
Yeah, because he's already got the active on the Ravenous Hydra. He might want the burst damage from when he pops out of stealth.
I feel like they don't really need the wave clear.
That is true. And the
I
early
feel like
game
that's really
burst
the only
is
reason.
gone as far as the usefulness of the damage that comes from Static Shiv.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. We'll see what he builds it into, but actually now that I think about it more, you might be right. Either way,
Yeah, we'll
that's
see what
a
he does.
lot of fast damage from a Shaco.
Mm-hmm.
If he gets behind you and gets that damage increase from his passive, he will be able to just eviscerate Fizz. Well, Fizz will jump away, and Ezreal can also jump away. But if he can catch them by surprise after one of those jumps, they're done. So they've got a lot of pressure on Shaco. Missed Fish could
Well,
be a
kind of
big
slow
deal.
down the pace of the game. I'm assuming they'll probably just wait for it to come up before anything happens.
Yeah.
Look at this though. Wood5 playmakers on the aggression though. They're looking to make plays.
Fizz steps on a trap and they make him pay for it. Oh, Mummy gets 4! They don't have Fish up. I'm surprised they're engaging so hard. Trundle Ghost is up. Rise is down. Caitlyn gets 2, so... Oh, Fizz gets a beautiful dive in. It's Soraka and Ezreal versus 3. Oh. Yeah, the 3 for 3 is pretty good.
Oh, baby.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Shaka's the only one who lives. It's just barely.
So you can see right here, that's just the power spike out of their carries. I mean, the fact that... And also, the whole thing that allowed that to happen was the Mummy ult on 4, right?
Yeah.
I mean, a Mummy... Like, that nice of a Mummy ult.
Like, a Mummy ult on 4, even with Fish down,
yeah,
just throws off a team so hard.
Yeah, exactly. Just absolute... That was Mummy making that happen, pretty much. The Mummy ult on 4.
And then everybody was like, well, we better get in there.
Yeah. He was like, don't get Mummy ults like this every day.
It was very... it was a very sloppy fight. But
Yeah.
Ezreal was not targeted by anybody.
Yeah, and like, look at his items now. He has his Trin Force. Oh, okay. I just realized he has a Trin Force.
Yeah.
That means you're not going to see his, what's called, Iceborne.
Yeah, no, not at all. Trin Force is too strong to take Iceborne over it. So I'm very glad he went Trin Force. And he's a 10-0 and 5 Ezreal.
Yeah,
With
his Qs are going to be hitting like...
with almost more CS than anybody else in the game, with only the Rise ahead by 3. Rise has been farming like crazy.
I think Rise
dominates farm is quite good. Ooh.
Great pick on the Rise there.
Yeah.
Just
as we're talking about his nice farm, he gets farmed. Shocko, I don't know if you should have done that. That Mummy ult feels like it's up all the time.
Yeah, I know.
And he's using it very well.
Yeah, he's definitely like that. Saved the life of his Fizz there, so great job. Look at this Mummy just doing work, eh? Making his Fizz
that was
look
a nice
good.
Mummy rotation around the Fizz.
Yeah. Really great job by
they were
Steppy
stuck
here.
in mid, so it looks like they weren't able to convert anything. They are translating, I suppose. That's rotation. They're rotating towards top lane. And they've picked up the top inner turret. So their lead is getting incredible.
Yeah, and you can see it starting to show in the gold totals here. Like, it was really even before, but now they're just... Like, there was 3 towers to none at one point, but now, I mean, 6 unanswered towers from SKT puts them up ahead 8k gold, so...
You sounded very certain.
Yeah, I'm so good with these team names, like, it's just...
it's almost like we decided to cast these games 3 hours ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, but that would be giving away trade secrets.
Yeah, no.
I better edit that out in post.
So, I don't know what they're going to do to deal with this Ezreal. 10-0 and 5.
They
it seems
can't
like
touch
there hasn't been an answer for him.
They need Shocko to get behind him after he arcane shifts.
And it looks like that's what they're trying to do right now.
They feel like something is amiss, though, and they're not overextending, which is nice. That was some nice foresight to not dedicate 2 people to a tower when 5 people were missing.
You know, I feel like one thing we haven't really talked about is the fact that even though Trundle was down, like, really far behind lane, like, you know, he lost his tower and stuff, and, like, Rise did a really great job against him in lane. He's been doing a really good job in team fights right now, like, just being disruptive and kind of chasing this Caitlyn off.
Yeah,
I mean, last fight, he just literally chased Caitlyn out of the fight, so...
For the most part, his pillars have been really nice and have led to quite a few kills.
Yeah, exactly. So he's been doing a really good job, you know, playing the disruption.
Yeah, his team focus is excellent. His laning, yeah, he had some troubles in lane. But, I mean, none of that matters if your team is counting on you for a specific purpose and you can fulfill that purpose.
So it just goes to show you don't have to win your lane to win the game. Like, ranked 5s, it's, I mean, like, yeah, when you're playing, like, in a team setting like
Ranked
this.
5 is a lot different than solo queue, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly. I mean, as long as you're just doing your job, that's all that matters.
Okay, Kraken's BMing nobody at the moment. Felt like she said that really fast. That's alright.
Okay, good, and they just decided to start the Baron. No baiting this time around.
No well, you know, other team.
Yeah. And look at how fast this is shredding. And this is like just because like
well,
double Bork.
Yeah,
that's what'll happen to Baron.
And especially with the Lich Bane as well.
Yeah, double Bork, Lich Bane. Goodbye, Baron. Oh, and Mummy W, right? Just so much shred.
Yeah, on such a big target like Baron.
Yeah.
That was an excellent Baron call by them, and it could not be answered. by Wood 5. Fish lands on nothing.
That's fine though.
But it's fine.
Yeah. There's the money. I mean, they got Rise Flash there.
It's I find it an interesting scouting tool. Fish is, when you have a Mumu with his Q.
Yeah, I guess it. I'm assuming he was just trying to look to make a play there.
Yeah.
Let's game out. But and that's what they'll do right here. I mean, mid and hip just respond, but I can't see that staying up for long. Baron.
Well, they're going back, so it will stay up for at least the time that it takes them to get back there, but they'll likely dive straight down mid after buying some items.
Mm-hmm.
I have not seen Fizz's animations for the new skin. He apparently plays Pogo on his spear.
Does he?
When he recalls.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, yeah, that's one cool thing that they introduced into this game. That wasn't there when I started playing recall animations.
Yeah, it's always disappointing to see a champion who just stands there when you recall.
And yet you love Mordekaiser.
Look, let's just whatever. I'm waiting for the rework, okay? The graphical upgrade.
I actually, speaking of graphical upgrades, I really didn't like the Twitch remake.
I know you didn't. That's because
thing.
I think the Rat-a-tat-tat was poor choice, but the rest of the rework was great.
You think so?
Yes.
I liked how he used to walk before. It was hilarious. I actually think it was hilarious.
It was funny because it was ridiculous.
It was so good.
He sort of shuffled, and you assumed he had legs.
Just so good. Just like old Gangplank was so good. I'm just joking. They actually did a really good job.
Yeah, they did a great job. It's hard to do a rework that works through the nostalgia goggles.
Yeah.
But I think other than Rat-a-tat-tat, they did a great job.
Yeah. All right, and here comes the inhib push. I'm assuming they'll probably look to.
Oh, that fish does damage.
Yeah, that was crazy. I just wanted to point out there that the only reason, like, they got the grapevine on Fizz and Caitlyn got the Q and stuff, and like the Fizz was really exposed. It was just that fish on Caitlyn is what allowed them not to go in.
Yeah, like as soon as it's on, you have to back off, and I didn't expect to do that much damage, but considering the damage, there's no way you can hard engage a team that's winning on your and they're attacking your inhibitor while your Caitlyn's chunked to half and your Morgana has been chunked.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and it just barely misses the ward.
Excellent ward placement to avoid any.
Oh god, the mummy!
He lands 3. Fizz dives in. That's a lot of damage.
That was just really good. That's like an example of great team coordination right there.
Yeah.
Like, saw the ult go in, Fizz go in, and as ult go through everyone.
Yeah, the mummy committed and his team was right behind him.
Yeah,
and
with these death timers though, I can't see the game going on much longer than the next 50 seconds.
Yeah, it's likely they can push to win right now.
Yeah,
especially with a super minion at their back.
Yeah,
like, with 20 seconds on Morgana, they've got Mordekaiser, Caitlyn. It's odd that they turned to the tower, considering they had the super minion.
They just want the safe option here.
Just like Wood 5 took the safe option, they're taking the safe option as well.
Yep. But
and he's teleporting out. They decide not to finish the game. That's interesting. Neither team has seen the opportunity to finish the game.
Yeah, I think they're just looking to do the safe play. It's
yeah,
fine.
after losing the first game, they might be wanting to make sure that they win the second game.
Especially because like every game counts right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Soraka with the no escapes though has Metashako in the jungle. Has a team to back her up though.
Oh, whoa!
And on that team is a 12-0 Ezreal.
That damage is unreal.
Fizz hits with an ability and an auto attack, and that's 2/3 of Caitlyn's health.
Yeah, literally, if he had his ulti, I don't know. And he didn't even have Ignite. That was literally just 2 abilities.
Yeah, it was one ability, and then he procced his W and hit with the Lich Bane.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good.
And he is making sure that Morgana feels the pain of not landing bindings on the troll pole. They're picking Dragon right now, so it looks like they're making sure that there's nothing on the map for Wood 5 to take.
In the event they can't close out the game?
Yeah. Which is great safe play.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. It's as we saw Wood 5 do the exact same thing last game.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. But like I was saying, like every single game matters right now.
Yeah.
Because it's what you play 4 games now. You play 4 teams, right? So you play every team in your group once, and then one team twice, right? So it's a total of 8 games, 8 points. Every point matters if you want to make it to playoffs.
Yeah. Apparently, you know more about the system than I do.
Yeah, at least that's how I think it works. I could be completely
I
wrong.
thought they
Don't
were
quote me on it. I don't work here.
We're hired guns. I'll have to talk to Wandon about it.
Okay.
And he should be able to clarify exactly how it's working.
Yeah.
But we'll go with that at first.
Yeah, it sounds good, right? Sounds like it's like a thing.
I thought they would end up just playing every team one time.
Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, like, yeah, I guess that would make sense. But I think they want to add a little bit of. I actually don't know.
Well, it's fine.
It would be nice to play every team once instead of like having to, meet the. We're gonna lose our jobs by the way. We're questioning the system right now.
Yeah, no, we're done. This is.
Yeah,
I think the feed
It's a great
the feed is
system,
cutting out right now.
I don't know what it is, but I'm sure just great job by Wannon and Hank here and
Yeah,
Wash and all those guys.
Just the best job.
Just
And I can't say nicer things
10
about
out of
them.
10 system.
They're the best.
Would use again.
Yeah, that's a good point. I would use yeah.
Yeah, we're done.
Let's hope they don't review the tapes.
Yeah.
Okay, bottom lane is now being pushed. They're just face tanking the turret
Yeah.
with their Amumu and their Soraka healing him.
Sheen proc. Yeah, that's the good thing about that's the thing about Soraka. She's just so good if you're like really ahead, because now you have like not only is it hard for you to pick up a kill, but you gotta burn through all these heals, and Mummy goes into engage.
Mummy goes in again. Ezreal pads the score a little more. Both Ezreal and Fizz with a 13 kill and 8 assist. They have played incredibly well with the assistance of the Mummies engages. They have been picking up so many kills.
Yeah, so
that's game.
That's game.
They're taking the inhibitor to, prove that they can destroy the whole base, but it is unnecessary.
So yeah, that'll be it. That's a great job by
both teams.
Yeah, SKT. Oh yeah, both. Yeah, great job by both teams. I mean, W5 Playmakers picked up the first game. SKT found the answer to the problem, which was take away the early game, and yeah, they picked up the win here.
They adapted really well. So thank you guys for tuning in to watch. That's both games from the first set that we are casting. My name is Wiggles. I'm a co-caster, Dr. McFly. We're out.